Module 1, programming environment. So in order to prepare you for 3 programming projects, we need to start from today. Yeah. So this whole lecture, I want to talk about programming related knowledge. Yeah. First, B.1, overview of web programming. Yeah. Basically, what kind of software, what packages we need to use. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Here we use, basic web technology. Yeah, not this one. All right, so you're fine. Here, I need to get it right. All right. Okay. Yeah. Web technology components, client, server technologies at different ends. Yeah. So let's look at the client side technologies. Yeah. So we need to use HTML, basic component for the client side, HTML. Yeah. Then CSS. Yeah, to put some nice styles. Yeah. CSS. Yeah. And there is a Bootstrap, package. It contains many well-designed, features, convenient features. Yeah. So if we have chance, we can add, Bootstrap features. Yeah. So everything I talk about here, you can find in W3 Schools. So don't worry. So everything, we can go there and get quick answers. Yeah. All right. Then JavaScript. JavaScript, the most important part in this client-side technology. Yeah. Later, I will talk about more related to JavaScript. Yeah. Yeah. And we need to use these 3 JavaScript-related technologies. Yeah. Later, I will use another slide to explain these 3 technologies. Yeah. So we try to use as much as we can in this class. Okay. Yeah. So that's the client-side web technology. Yeah. Not too much. I will not use advanced. Yeah. Just basic. But very useful, very important. So, all right. Then for the server side, scripting language PHP. In order to write a code at the server side, for this class, I select PHP because it's very easy to learn. Yeah. Just give you a few examples. So quickly, we can get started. Yeah. Also, you just go to W3 Schools, so you can get many simple, quick tutorials. Yeah. Yeah, PHP. Yeah. And we will use NetBeans IDE to develop our PHP projects. NetBeans. Although Eclipse can also do it, yeah. But for this class, I pick NetBeans. Now, for Java class, we use Eclipse and other, IntelliJ IDEs. Yeah, this one we use NetBeans. Yeah. So here you can see 5 best free PHP IDEs. You can see NetBeans is one of the top 5. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, other than So from now on, after this class, from now on, I hope in each class, I can find some time, 10-something minutes, to show you a few simple examples from these technologies. So we learn, yeah. Help you, for some of the students, help you review. For some of other students, other students you may not be familiar with these technologies, help you, pick up quickly. Yeah. So give you plenty of time to catch up with us, with the whole class. Yeah. All right. Then development environment, you need to install software. Yeah. So for this class, we install that XAMPP, that big package, the most popular web development software bundle. We call it software bundle. So this one, after you install it, most of the software packages we need, all included in this bundle. Very convenient. And we do not need to do configurations. Yeah. One thing, for some of the students, you may already install before, because when you took other web-related classes, you already installed. Yeah. So then you do not need to reinstall it. You just use your older version. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Only for those students, you never install this XAMPP, then you need to install it. Yeah. I will post a tutorial, 2 versions, Windows version and a Mac version. Yeah. 2. And actually, I also post, the software binaries. I also post 2 versions, software binaries. Yeah. The reason, there is a reason. Yeah. Reason, when I explain package by package, then we will get there. The reason. Yeah. All right. That X representing operating system. Yeah. Here mainly these 3 types: Windows, Mac, and Linux. Yeah. 3 different operating. Yeah. So the versions. So this X, when you see X, then that binary, you can. Yeah, but when you download it, definitely you need to choose the appropriate operating system, but it will work for your selected operating system. Yeah, but other than that, so sometimes you may see individual versions, not starting with X. So for example, Windows WAMP, W start with Mac MAMP, You also have such individual versions. So not that general X version. So individual operating system, So for Mac, there are 2 cases: X version and the M version. I will talk about that later. For Mac students. For Windows students, it is much easier. So this X version you install, so 90-something%. If it's not 100, close to 100, so you're fine, no problem. But for Mac students, you need to, try to, so there are several cases. So you need to try to overcome a few things. All right, I will talk about that soon. Apache server, web server, HTTP Apache web server. So it's free, it's powerful, it's popular. So many companies, they use this Apache server running their business. But because this Apache server, although it's powerful, but some larger companies, so they like to use more advanced web servers, more advanced than Apache. Apache basic. It does not have many advanced features. Yeah, but for those relatively large companies, if they need more advanced features, they need to choose more advanced web servers. Yeah, not Apache. Yeah. So for us, so we are students. So for learning purpose, yeah, so that's good enough. Yeah. All right. And MySQL, the database management system for this class, MySQL. Yeah. So we, for this class, we use this version, MySQL. Yeah. Then I get back to the previous question. Remember when I talk about downloading software binaries? Yeah, so let's get there. So I will upload 2 binary files, Windows, Mac. But those 2 binary files I pick for older versions, not current versions. Current version, when you search XAMPP, so you have, that's the current version. So yeah, so I have some reason to select that older version. Yeah, for current version, yeah, I will talk about that later. Current version, yeah, older version. So here, first, we prefer using older version. Why? Because that older version what? Older version XAMPP. Older version XAMPP contains this MySQL database. Current version, newer version, recent versions, XAMPP does not contain MySQL. That end part is replaced by another database management system. It's called MariaDB. Okay, yeah. Very similar, very close to MySQL. Yeah. MariaDB. Yeah, writing very slow here. Yeah. Yeah, too slow. Yeah, that's bad because I need to write a lot of things here. No. Yeah, too slow. Anyway, yeah, MariaDB, yeah, not exactly the same. The reason is because MySQL was acquired by the Oracle company. So then it belongs to Oracle. Yeah. So it's not in public domain anymore. Yeah. But the XAMPP, it is a public domain software. So in order to make sure everything inside XAMPP in public domain, so the MySQL developers, creators, they made a new DBMS called MariaDB. Okay, slightly different. Yeah. All right. So then, why for Mac students here? For Mac students, yeah. If you can install XAMPP binary I uploaded successfully, then you're fine. So you don't need to worry about that. But for quite some students on your machine, you may have problem. Now, if you cannot run software there inside successfully, then, yeah, because I have some students experience things like that before. Yeah. So you need to uninstall XAMPP. So then the option, so here, one option, you could download the M version, MAMP, starting with M. So that's one possible solution. Yeah. But that solution, you cannot guarantee it would work. Yeah. If that does not work, then last thing, you just download the current XAMPP containing MariaDB. Okay? Yeah. So the last thing, you need to choose the current XAMPP containing MariaDB. Yeah. Most of the MySQL features are supported in MariaDB. Yeah. So not 100%. Yeah. So but just try your best. Yeah. So that's for the Mac students. First, you try this MySQL version. If not successful, then the last thing you can do, that MariaDB version for Mac students. All right. Yeah. Then PHP. Yeah. So after the installation, PHP, MySQL, Apache server, all configured, working seamlessly. So you don't worry about any configuration. At old time, I experienced 10-something years ago, the old time, this XAMPP software bundle was not available. At that time, we need to do configuration manually. Yeah. So after you install Apache server, MySQL, DBMS, then PHP, you need to configure, you need to change settings inside each software package to make them communicate each other. Then a lot of problems, very time consuming. With this bundle, nothing to do with respect to configuration. Save us a lot of time, headache. Yeah. All right. The last one, P, actually the original P inside XAMPP refers to Perl scripting language, Perl. Yeah. It's a very old technology, but still some companies still use the Perl scripting language. Yeah. Yeah. But here for this class, so we won't use Perl, yeah, but we need to use another P software. So it is a web application. Yeah. So it is called a PHPMyAD. That web application. Yeah. So after we start Apache server, MySQL database server, MySQL, we also need to start a database server. We need to start two servers, one web server, one database server. After that, we can run this web application, PHPMyAD. Okay, yeah, so we just type its URL, so you bring it up, PHPMyAd. Why we need to use it? Here you can see there's a web application to manage MySQL databases. Why we need a third-party application to manage MySQL databases? MySQL, this database software management system, it does not provide its own graphical user interface. No graphical user interface. This important, powerful DBMS, surprisingly, there is no graphical user interface, only command line. You need to type commands. That's not convenient, right? Yeah. Most people don't like typing command, command window, black window, many commands. Think about it. You need to think about type long commands. You don't want to do that. So you like a graphical user interface. There are many. So here we select this one, included in exam, PHPMyAD. Some students taking other classes, for example, Java classes, probably you use different GUI tool to access, to manage MySQL. Yeah, so you can also use that. Yeah. So, but for this class, I will use PHPMyAD to show you, different features. Yeah. Because we need to type many SQL commands, SQL queries. Yeah, not necessarily type, copy paste. Yeah, we can do copy paste. Okay, if long commands, we write scripts. So we use a text file. We write SQL scripts. Then we just copy paste into the command window. There is a SQL window inside this PHPMyAD tool. So then we click Go button, then the whole command is executed. And you see the query result immediately. Yeah. So for this class, we will do in that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's the main tools we need to use for this class. Now, adding one more tool, NetBeans for the IDE part. So then, that's everything we need. So any question at this point? Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So later, if you have questions, you can post in the discussion board. Yeah.
Why only we are using PHP for server side? Like, why not Python?
Python, not a good choice for web programming. Okay, Python is good for AI and scientific computing, but not good for web programming. Although it can do, but Python, how people use Python to do web programming. Python is very popular, very important, yeah. But when you do web programming, not a good choice. Yeah, there is a framework that support Python to do web programming, but for serious business, it's still not a good choice. For serious business, if you use Python mainly, you just develop prototype things, not for production. Even for production, it's not a good choice. PHP production, powerful, many small companies, yeah, many current, the reason learning very fast. Yeah, another question other than Python, if some other students ask for Java too hard to learn. For this class, we have one full class to learn Java, web technologies. For this class, our main focus is database management system, not web programming, right? Yeah, so that's the small portion web programming. So I want to pick some language you can learn very fast. You do not need to learn a lot of knowledge. Just use your programming background. You can get it quickly. In PHP, 2 weeks, you can start do programming. But for Java, you need 2 months. Still pretty hard. Yeah. Python. Yeah, Python. You can see people say Python can do web programming. Yeah, you can see many places. But if you read the statement carefully, still do prototype thing. Okay, prototype, fast prototype, demo to show people I can do this kind of thing. I can create, features, do this, do all those things. Yeah. But for production, still, not convenient. Yeah. Not convenient. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good question. Feel free to ask. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So next, JavaScript review. So let me see the time. I need to control my time. Time running very fast. Yeah. All right. So here, because JavaScript right now in industry, it becomes extremely important. You may be aware of it. The front side, not server side, front side, JavaScript, dominant, JavaScript. Although there are, regarding JavaScript, there are many different JavaScript related technologies. Many different. They all under the umbrella of JavaScript, big umbrella, but many smaller technologies, packages. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. So the review. Yeah. First, I like to talk about jQuery. Yeah. jQuery. Yeah. Yeah. So the purpose is, it is very popular. Yeah. And it can improve our productivity. The main reason we use jQuery, we want to improve our productivity. Yeah. Yeah. So there is a jQuery tutorial in W3 schools. Yeah. So we go there so we can learn basic jQuery features to get started. Okay. Yeah. All right. So the philosophy for the jQuery, so that's write, yeah. The writing, so slow here. It's hard for me. I don't know why. So write less, okay? Write less and do more. That's its philosophy, okay? Write less code, but you can do more. So that's why I say, you can improve your productivity. Okay, yeah. So that's jQuery. Yeah. Yeah. And there are many nice built-in functions. So if we use the jQuery functions, so we can do a lot of things quickly. But if you use the regular Java, so not jQuery, the regular Java or JavaScript, not Java, JavaScript, you need to write a lot of code. Okay, yeah. So that's the main difference. All right. Ajax, another important JavaScript related technology. So if you look at the W3 schools, it's called a JS Ajax. It's inside JavaScript section. Inside. Yeah, so it's not a independent, standout technology. So it's a sub-technology inside JavaScript. Yeah. Tutorial pretty short, not very long. Yeah. But this technology is very useful. The purpose of this one, we want to get a fast response. When we use Ajax, the main reason we use it, we can get a response much faster than non-Ajax way. Why much faster? The reason is simple. If we do not use Ajax, if we need to update our current web page, we need to reload the whole page. How do you update, right? When you do something, change here and there, then you want to update the whole page, you need to reload the whole page without using AJAX technology. But with AJAX, you do not need to reload the whole page. You stay in the same page. The communication, data communication happens behind the scene. Yep. Send data to the server and get the server result back. Then you update the current page immediately without reloading the page. That's much faster. Okay, you can see quick response. Yeah. And for some of the features, if you do not use AJAX, you cannot do those features well. Here, let me give you two examples showing you the power of AJAX. One, in the Google search, when you type a keyword, you get a list of suggestions, right? List of suggestions, that's by AJAX. Because when you type a keyword, AJAX already sent your keyword to the server. Okay? After the server receives your keyword or partial keyword, part of the keyword, yeah, part of the keyword. Because when you type, before you complete your keyword, you already get a list of suggestions, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the first few characters, when you send to the server already search in the pool, give you a list of, send you a list of suggestions back. So you see a list of suggestions. Fast response, right? Yeah. If you do not use AJAX, you cannot do this feature because you have to type the whole keyword, hit enter, then you send to the server. Before you hit enter, it won't send to the server. But with AJAX, it's sent to the server immediately. Every character you hit, send to the server. So that's one example. Another example, Google Map, another AJAX example. In a Google Map, when you use your mouse to drag, change different area, different regions in the map, you see the update of the map immediately, right? That's AJAX. Because when you do any action, that action is sent to the server. The server will return the corresponding data for the new region of the map to you and the display. Very fast. Okay? Yeah. So you will see this it's a extremely powerful technology, but it's so simple. Yeah. Simple to learn. Yeah, we can learn quickly. Yeah. So in this class, we will use AJAX to do data communication between client and the server. Okay, yeah. Then the third one, JSON. JSON also for data exchange between different servers, client server or different servers, server and server, data exchange, JSON. Yeah. So why we use JSON? Yeah. Why we use this special technology? Yeah. Because it's important. Why it's important? Yeah. All right. First, it is also under that JavaScript umbrella. It's a small sub-technology under JavaScript. Yeah. And the main purpose uses JSON technology. We want to send structured data. Structured data this time. Yeah. Not just the plain data. Yeah. If you send plain data without structure, then you do not need to use JSON. But you will see sometimes you want to organize your data with special structure. Yeah. So that it's more convenient to do processing. Okay, yeah. Containing arrays, inside array, different elements, so then different names, different values, all those things you want to specify in your data. that kind of structure. Yeah, the easiest way is the JSON way, and it's the most popular way. Yeah. Easy to learn, tutorial very short, just some standard, some simple standard. Yeah. But if you go to the companies, industry, most of those companies, they require this JSON data. Okay. Yeah. At old time, when people do data communication, old time also use XML. XML, you may have heard of that. Yeah. But that technology too complicated. So most companies, they do not like to use that. Yeah. So now it's very rare to use XML. Still available. Yeah. But the possibility to use XML to exchange data, very rare. Yeah. The market share very small. Okay. JSON market share very big. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because here I cannot write a lot of things. Yeah. So, yeah, I need to. Yeah, why writing so slow? Yeah. All right. All right. Next, B.3. I want to show you some examples. Yeah. JavaScript examples. So these examples, when I show you, helping you review JavaScript technologies, but another purpose, I want to prepare you to do your programming project number 1. So here we need to start to do preparation. Programming project number 1. Here I learned from my own experience. So from my own experience, I start my first project too late. The reason is because I need to wait until you learn the queries, how to do the queries. That will take, more than 1 month. You can get there. So here, I don't want to wait. Yeah. When we learn and when we install your exam software bundle, I give you about 1 month to get ready. In that month, you can do this web programming project without using those things, without using database, SQL queries, even without using exam. Yeah. Without using exam. Okay? Yeah. Just web pages. You click, click your HTML containing JavaScript, then you can do your first project. Yeah. At that time, get other things ready. Yeah. All right. So we start from these simple examples. So I have 2 examples. One example containing 2 files, one HTML file, another JavaScript file. So I will upload. Yeah. So you can download and play around. Yeah. So let me show you the first example. Yeah. So it's a drag and drop feature I want to show you. Drag and drop. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So you draw some HTML components on the page. Yeah. But sometimes when we like to do drag and drop, the components put in the different locations. Yeah. So we need to use JavaScript to do that. Yeah. So the example I give you here, HTML file called a drag and drop.html. Okay. Yeah. Here, let me explain the features, how to implement those features first. After my explanation, I will go there. I will go to my web browser to show you the demo. Okay, yeah. So to show you the demo. Yeah. So, all right. In order to support drag and drop feature first, you need to include a JavaScript file. Here we also call drag and drop.js JavaScript file containing JavaScript functions. Yeah. You need to, connect to that external file. We call it external JavaScript file. Okay. Yeah. Although you can do internal, yeah. In this one we use external JavaScript file. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Next slide we will go to that JavaScript file, external JavaScript file. All right. Then we need to prepare web components, GUI components to do drag and drop. Yeah. Here I show you one of the elements. So it is a span element. Yeah. HTML span element. Yeah. The content is this candy word. So we make a span element around the content candy. Yeah. So you see a word, but we put some style. So here you see the CSS rule for the style information. Yeah. Here. Okay. Yeah. So if I'm not familiar, just go to W3 Schools to learn. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you have questions, just ask me. So I will explain to you. Yeah. All right. Then, in order to connect this GUI element to your JavaScript function here, this action on mouse down action. There is an action called on mouse down. When you click your mouse, press your mouse button down, so then this action occurs. So it will trigger an event object. Here, when that action occurs, this JavaScript function is called JavaScript function. Grabber, then the triggered event. Yeah, there is an event object triggered. So that event object is passed to this JavaScript function. Okay, yeah. Then in the next page, we process. Yeah, we write the code inside this JavaScript function to do the manipulation. That logic. Okay, all right. So now let's move to JavaScript function definition. How to do drag and drop in JavaScript function. This grabber JavaScript function. All right. All right. Yeah. So you can use a text editor to open this drag and drop.js. So you can see the, definition of all the functions containing some comments, description. Yeah. All right. So here I explain the main part so you can understand. So what we are doing here. All right. First, this big grabber function. Yeah, we need to write the line by line inside. Yeah. The first thing we need to do, this line, we create a variable. This variable is called the element, because we want to get a control of the current element. When you press mouse button on a GUI element, so that one, you want to get a control, get a handle on that element. So here we use this the element variable name. Yeah. It is an object. So it's a variable, but it's also an object, JavaScript object. So the element equals what? Equals element dot. Yeah, here this element, remember the triggered object, it's called element, triggered object. It is passed to this function. Already an object is there. That object, you call this property dot current target property. Inside that object, there is a current target. Now, you do not need to know the detail. It just gives you some ID, some control on the selected object. Okay, yeah, it passes some internal ID. You can imagine some internal ID. Okay, yeah. So it is assigned to the element. Now the element gives you everything about the selected element. All the information from the selected element you can retrieve from this object, the element object. So that's the first step. Second step, we need to know the coordinates, XY coordinates of this GUI component, right? Yeah, How to get that? These two lines. So we declare two variables. The first variable, var POS capital X position, X position, X coordinate. Yeah. Parse int function. Yeah, we want to get an integer value, parse int. Yeah. This function, we apply it on the element object dot style property dot style. Yeah. Style. Do you remember the style? If I go to the previous slides, yeah, let me just go to the previous slides. Style. Can you see the style here? Spam style. Yeah. The element dot style, you need to get to this place. Style. Okay. Yeah. Then style dot left. You need to get to this place. Left property. This is left property. Left colon 0px. Px is the unit, length unit, px. 0px. All right. So then the element dot style dot left, it will return this 0px, the whole thing. Okay. The next one, the element dot style dot top, it will return 200px, whole thing, 200px. Okay. Yeah. X coordinate, Y coordinate. Okay, all right. So from here, you can see that. All right. So here, all right. Then after that, remember, 1 is 0px, 1, yeah, this one probably 200px. This one is the 0px. Okay. Yeah. Carry that px unit name. But after you apply parse int, px is gone. You only keep the integer part. Non-integer part is filtered out. Okay? Yeah. Because then you can do arithmetic operations. You don't want to carry the px in your arithmetic operations. So you drop px after this parse int function. Okay? All right. Then you calculate the difference. All right, yeah. Event.clientX, that event object, yeah. Dot, because when you move your mouse, okay, your mouse cursor, your mouse location keeps changing. Your mouse cursor keeps changing. This client X, client Y always return the current mouse cursor location. Current mouse cursor location. Okay, it keeps changing. So you want to get a current mouse cursor location. Then you subtract the original POSX, POSY. You get a difference. This difference later you will use to set the new location of your GUI element. Yeah. You want to drag, drop your GUI component to a new location. So we will use these two variables, diff x, diff y, to update the new location of your GUI element. Okay, yeah, all right. So then next two line, before we update, we need to register action listener. Add event listener. Yeah. Because next time when mouse move up, mouse move, right? When you drag, mouse move, then you need to update the location to drag the component, move the component along with your mouse cursor, right? So you need to register another function. The function name is called mover. Mover is the function name, okay? The mover function name is registered with this mouse move action. Mouse move is the action name, okay? When this action occurs, then mover function is called. When this action, mouse move action occurs, another JavaScript function, mover, is called. Yeah. So I will show you the mover function code, main code. Yeah. Soon. Yeah. The second one, mouse up. Mouse up means drop, right? When you release your mouse, you drop it. Okay. You draw. So then the GUI element must stay there. So you need to call another JavaScript function called a dropper. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So then next step, you need to provide the code for these two functions. Okay? After registration here, these two lines, registration. Yeah. And these two lines, clean up. Okay, clean up. Yeah, so you don't want to have some negative impact. Yeah, after you make so many things, yeah, you know, some potential negative things could occur. Yeah, so you use these two lines to stop those things. All right, yeah. And these two lines, I show you mainly for this mover function. Mover function, inside the mover function, these two lines, that's the main thing you need to do. Oh, sorry. Main thing you need to do, you need to update X coordinate and the Y coordinate for the current element. How do you update? Set the property value, the element dot style dot left. Then do the calculation, integer calculation. Yeah. Current location, subtract the difference. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then after, yeah, so here. You need to add a PX unit name after that integer. Yeah. Unit. Yeah. So you need to add it back. PX unit, add it back. Yeah. So X, Y coordinate. After you add them back, then the location is updated. So you see the component, new location of that component. Okay, all right, yeah. So that's this example. Yeah. Yeah. I will show you the demo quickly. Okay, all right. But before I show you the demo, I have another example I want to explain before I show you the demo. The second example, also related to our project number one. Project number one. The second one, I want to practice CSS. Yeah. So if you are not familiar with CSS, so we have a chance to practice your knowledge of CSS a little bit of example number two. Yeah. All right. That's part of our project number one. Yeah. So, but here, I'll give you part of the information of project number one. All right. So example number two, yeah. We draw 10-gram puzzle using CSS. 10-gram puzzle. Have you heard of that? 10-gram puzzle? 10-gram puzzle? Yeah, let me show you. A 10-gram puzzle. Okay, what's that? Have you seen the puzzle like this? Yeah. So it's a old Chinese puzzle. Yeah, very old history. Okay, Chinese puzzle. Yeah. You can see we can split one square, simple square. We split into these 7 pieces. So simple, right? 7 pieces. But we can make thousands of different figures. Thousands of, pretty complicated different figures using these 7 pieces replace, different ways. Yeah. Here I found a website. So I'll show you the website. Okay. Here, the website, you can see, yeah, here, these figures, we can use the 7 pieces of that 10-gram puzzle. We can make all these different figures. Think about that. Yeah, I will show you that website quick. Yeah, so when you go home, you can play around. Yeah, yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Here, can you use CSS knowledge to draw this 10-gram 7 pieces? Yeah. Yeah. You can try. You can try. Yeah. Yeah. That's a, practice. Practice. You can try. Okay. Yeah. Related to our project number 1, I want to do some features based on this 10-gram puzzle. 10-gram puzzle. Connect to our example number 1. We need to use drag and drop feature to play 10-gram puzzles. How about that? Drag and drop. You can, do some interesting things on 10-gram puzzle. Right? Yeah. It's a nice project. Okay. Yeah. All right. And this is our first week. We won't have any assignment, right? No assignment in the first week. So this one, if you have time, you can play around. Yeah. So if you have some CSS knowledge, then you just go to the W3 schools. All your knowledge you can learn from there. Okay. Oh, another thing. To help you to do this, I can create a project 1 discussion board. Yeah, I create another discussion forum page. We post all questions related to project 1 there. Okay. In that page, I can give you instructions how to do this. Okay. I can post some links. You go certain links. You can use the features there. If you have questions, you can also ask me. So I answer your questions. Yeah. You try to do this. If you don't know how to do it, you ask me question, post there. I will answer your question. Okay. All right. So try yourself first. But for the project number 1, if you cannot do it, I will give you my code. I will give you my code. Okay. Yeah. So if you cannot make it, just use my code. Okay. Yeah. So then you do the following things. The graphic things. Yeah. But I encourage you to practice by yourself. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Later, I will also show you this 10-gram thing. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see how much time I only have about 10 minutes. Let me just show you a demo of these 2 examples in 10 minutes. Yeah. So we do not do the B.4 here today. Yeah. So let me get out. All right. Yeah. Then I go to my web browser to show you. Yeah. All right. First, let me introduce that 10-gram page to you. So when you go home, if you want to, get a little more information about 10-gram, so there is a, when you search 10-gram, there is a, you can find, in top part, it's called a 10-gram build. 10-gram build, that title, you get there, you can see this. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And this page, because you can do drag and drop, right? Okay. And actually you can, rotate. Yeah. Yeah, because here, if I select it, I click this, I can rotate it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Change its angle. Yeah. Yeah. For all the pieces, I can, move to a different location, change the, angle, orientation. And the goal, we want to get one of the figures down below. Okay, so here the basic, another section, animal, see, geometry, see, advanced, quite challenging, yeah. Yeah. Most of the time I do not know how to make it myself. It's hard for me, yeah. But for your project, I will select a relatively easier figure, and you just do on one figure. You just want to make it much easier than these here. I try to find, as simple as possible figure. So then you use these pieces, try to make that figure. Okay, yeah. So the first project, yeah. All right, then our examples, the first example, yeah, not this one, yeah, the drag and drop example. Yeah, the first page, when you start, you see these words, each word corresponds to one component. Then our JavaScript function, we can, oh, yeah, we select. Oh, what's wrong? Now let me refresh it. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Doesn't work. Yeah. And yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I tested before. Let me use a different mouse cursor to move. Yeah, here you can see. Yeah. Not the span. Yeah. I use, mouse cursor, you can move. Okay, yeah. To different location. Yeah. The code given, how to make this, the code given, yeah. You have the code. All right. Okay, all right. Then, after you draw the 10-gram puzzle, because after you draw the 10-gram puzzle, it's not draggable, right? It's not draggable. You cannot move pieces, okay? Yeah. So you need to modify your GUI components. Use the given example, drag and drop example, modify, okay? Using the features, JavaScript functions there, make your pieces draggable. Okay, yeah. So here I already made the pieces draggable, right? Yeah. Okay, draggable. Just use the given example. It's draggable, right? Yeah. Move your pieces around, but here, at this point, I cannot do the rotation. Yeah. Yeah. But in your project, we need to do rotation. Yeah. Otherwise, we cannot make a new figure. Okay. So for each piece, we can do different rotations. Rotation, we only do multiple of 45-degree rotation, because we only need about multiple of 45-degree rotation. Okay, we just do that kind of rotation, 45-degree, right? So that's enough. Okay, so then we move around, do rotations, and put things together to get a new figure. Yep. So, yeah. And to do that, at the bottom, this area, I may want to put a control bar. Control bar. Okay. You need to create a control bar. Yeah. Because in order to do rotation, I want you to click rotate button. Click rotate button, then you can do 45-degree rotation. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Not using mouse to do rotation. There, I'm afraid it's too complicated for coding. Okay? I want to make the coding as simple as possible. Okay? So for rotation, we just use a control bar, a button, rotate button in the control bar. Then you click it. You need to select current piece first. Current piece. So we only rotate the current piece. Yeah. All right. So then drag and drop on your control bar. I also want to put some arrow button, move to the left, move up, move down, move to the right, because think about the drag and drop. If you want to do fine adjustment, it's hard sometimes, right? Very small, tiny, 1 pixel move is hard, right? Then you can use the arrow buttons to do fine tune. Fine tune step, we use control buttons to do just 1 pixel change, up, down, left, right. Every time we change 1 pixel. 1 pixel change, fine tune. Then, with that kind of features, at the end, we want to make another nice figure. The figure I will give you, I will draw that figure in a different place. Okay, so another location, I draw the outline of the figure. Okay, you just put these pieces, fit the outline of a new figure. But that figure I will make very simple, not as hard as those you see in that Tangram page, web page. Yeah, so that's the idea of our first project. Yeah, idea of this project. Yeah. After you complete this project, later I will use this project as my teaching example for this class. Teaching example. Then I will add new features to show you how to do those new features. Yeah. But as a teaching example. Yeah. 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 All right, so that's my idea. I can stop right here. Yeah.